years ago at the library. Not that library, not a regular library, but it was a coffee house that we did it. So I welcome you to iiiYansaje Muse.
How's everybody this evening? Can you all hear me? Hello?
I can hear you.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, thank you for having me this evening. Wow, these are some interesting times. Let me start by saying this. More than I am a visual and literary and performing artist, I am what they call a divinatory artist, which means that when I'm not writing and creating, I'm actually doing divination. I am a priestess who is fluent in over 16 different forms of divination and counting. So, with that said, as hard as it may be, I have to look at all things from a spiritual bird's eye view. And that really hasn't been easy when you see things happening to people who look like you for no other reason than because they're melanated. It hurts me to hear about things that happen to any group of people, any person, and oftentimes I would get called a fool for believing in the idea of world peace and that people can get along. But my viewpoint is, if the Most High created all of these different designs, why are we fighting over the way things were designed and who should and should not have privileges when the earth created enough for everyone? Are y'all there? Are y'all there?
We're here. There's a slight delay when
Oh,
when
okay.
you're talking, so it just needs a second. So we're trying to catch up with your visual and your voice. So
Oh, okay.
it's
Okay.
so maybe yeah, I don't know why it's a slightly delayed, but we're hanging with you. It's just a little slightly out of sync.
Okay. Okay. Well, I'm gonna go on and do this. Actually,
Okay.
I just wrote this poem. Like just moments ago, I completed this poem because I had a hard time gathering my thoughts because there's so much to feel. There's just so much. So I'm just going to go into this, and you all are witnessing the birth of a brand new iiiYansaje Muse poem, and it's called Ashes. Ashes, ashes, we all fall down. Are ashes really a bad thing if we would just turn over the ground? Silence is as loud as screams. It seems that things bring prophecy to mainstream, not televised. The skies ablaze with flames of rage from lynching. The stench is pinching my last nerve. The smoke curves a dance you don't need masks for, and the ashes, ashes, all fall down. Prayers to the sky, libations to the ground. It shakes, Onile. Mother Earth is tired, so she quakes and makes us face off with our reflections with masks on. The task is long, the casting is strong, the past tense is in repeat. My skin is as black as tourmaline, my illusions of regions to bash me, please. Let my sons breathe. Let that anger seethe. Everyone just be a part of the inevitable change. So I fall to my knees, light a candle, let us pray. I clutch my alabaster, cause you bastards are gonna get it. Intentions multiply and return to cinder, it was written. So people of good heart, be grounded like jaspers, cause this time is definitely not lasting. So let's love and not be drastic, or the end for us all will be nasty. I'll walk upon the watch of the master. I'm asking, as I suck on this cigarette and casting my thoughts to the universe, that we would all be you in verse. Flick it, ashes, ashes, all fall down. Would it really be that bad if we would just turn over the ground? Ordered to stay at home, God put us back in class. See, the truth is a prism of many faucets and all generations of lies. So put that in your pipe and smoke it so we can ration love, sage to the sky. Why ask why? Just the signs of the times. Ashes, ashes. We all fall down. I reach for forgiveness, I reach to pray, but it's hard. My ancestral memory covers my back and my grandma's scars. I gasp to breathe, cigarettes to slow my thoughts, exhale to just be. Humanity is at a crossroad, tobacco speak to me. George was one of too many. Slow down the room, it just keeps spinning. On second thought, speed it up and let the twisters land. I suck a Cuban cigar and watch the injustice and individualism get leveled to sand. I smile, I tap the roll 3 times, and the ashes, ashes, all fall down. But would it really be that bad if we just turned over the ground? iiiYansaje Muse. Thank you.
No, thank you.
Thank you.
That's beautiful. I was like doing this, just rocking it.
Thank you.
I can't believe you just wrote that.
Yes, ma'am.
Seriously.
I'm good for writing things on the spot.
You know, maybe that's kind of the best time for inspiration, you know?
Yes, ma'am.
It lies between the planned and unplanned.
Yes,
Ashe.
absolutely. And
Yes.
one of the things that happened at our house is that we were all teachers and students. And iiiYansaje taught people to write poetry. I told her how valuable she was. And
Yes,
I don't
ma'am.
know if I could do this world without her, do with this world without her in it. And so we're doing it for lives like her and the artists that I worked with across the spectrum. We weren't all black. We weren't all white. We weren't all, I mean, we were people. We were humanity at its best. I don't know if I'll ever have an Our House again, but if I do, you
Look out.
look out, right?
You are our house.
Oh, she said it.
Oops.
Don't cry. But all I know, iiiYansaje, if don't. But I mean, you know, you ever heard of those apps you have on the iPhone called the calming app? Like, if you just had your voice on one of those apps, I just would play it.
I'm looking into
Take me
that
away.
actually. All of the meditations
like,
and recordings
I'm
are
just gonna
coming
have
soon.
some iiiYansaje today for meditation.
Yeah. iiiYansaje, I like that. Thank you again,
Thank
iiiYansaje.
you. I
Continue to
receive
listen
those.
to us.
I'm on the job.
All right, man.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. All right. So, I think now it's time for Kevin Trinidad. So, unless you have anything else to interject in?
No. I want to keep pumping, and